Welcome, Gemini-Cancer, to your Astrology reading for August. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Ooh, let's get in here, guys, and see what is going on. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot, make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. Let's see what we got here. Do have quite the full month going on. We are in the Lion's Gate as we speak. Of course, it won't peak until the 8th. And let's see. And we do have a partial lunar eclipse coming in, guys, on the 28th. So let's do this. Big month here for portals. We do have Saturn coming in with some Aries energy. Going straight into the 9th house. Ooh. Giving that Saturn over here. The Saturn brings that structure, discipline, delays, karmic lessons, and boundaries. It's also asking you, hey, to accept the challenge to gain the wisdom. Okay. Going Aries style over here. Some nice fire energy for this fiery month. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous, crusading, impulsive action is likely to occur. Whether it's coming from you or from someone else. Maybe both. But the Aries also brings that urge to charge ahead, initiation, and taking action, right? Very action-packed. You need to do it now. Coming in with this 9th house, making higher learning, belief system, legal contracts, and long-distance travel. The personal expansion could be your top priority. And this card also is talking about broadening the horizons spiritually, academically, or on that long journey. So let's see what's going on here, guys. It feels like with all these cards together that you're facing some kind of major reality check or structural lesson regarding your future plans over here, guys. So it could be your beliefs or a legal matter. But this Aries energy is beautiful coming in, though, because it's saying it wants you to rush forward impatiently, but Saturn is coming in to say, It's slamming on the brakes, saying no. Right? That's why I'm saying, is it going to be you who impulsively wants to come, racing in? Or is it someone else? But however it's going to be, it's asking you to build this rock solid foundation for your long-term goals. Remember, this Saturn is Capricorn energy, so it's very grounded. Right? So that's why it's grounding you. It's saying, you can't do that. It's like throwing a rock out in front of him and saying, you can't go, right? So because it's saying, instead of rushing blindly into something, you have to see something for what it is. So this can manifest as dealing with strict legalities, working incredibly hard on educational path, experiencing major delays in travel. It could be just something that, but you have to gain the wisdom, right, in taking the challenge. So it's saying, I want you to really look at it. I really want you to see what's going on. I really want you to plan this out before just leaping forward. Like the Fool, right? Okay. Fool being that Aries energy coming in. Let's see, guys. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. What a beautiful Gemini-Cancer. If you guys like this, make sure you hit the big old like button. Okay. Comment. I love reading your guys' comments. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. So let's go. Beginning of the month is the Page of Cups. Yeah, I see it now. This is why. Okay. The Magician. Something you're manifesting is actually coming in. And that's what's making you want to race towards this solid offer. Yeah. So you do have this happy surprise that's coming in that does look like a manifestation. Some kind of solid offer, right? This is what's saying, I want to leap forward. I want to be impulsive about this situation. But Saturn says, wait, I want you to step on the brakes for a second. I want you, right, to think about a certain situation first before just going forward. So your month is starting out with this powerful wave of magical manifestation. Exciting, youthful opportunities coming in, guys. It could be a new love. It could be this, whatever it is, it's a major breakthrough for you when it comes to the 9th house. That's where it's talking about this travel, right? Whether it's a true travel or a metaphoric travel, it doesn't matter. It's still about this place where you need to be, where you feel this is it. This is my tangible, solid, new beginning. Breaking through the reality. The Magician shows that you're actively called this in, my friends. This is you calling this in, whether it's a soulmate that you called in, a love that you called in, and they're like, say yes to the dress. Could be new love. Could be an apology. It could be your heart's desires. It's definitely your heart's desires, no matter what it is. It's definitely whatever you know, ask the universe for. It's like that Christmas present that you finally got. It arrives as this beautiful, happy surprise. It's like sitting right there on the table, and you're receiving this dual offerings. There's dual offerings here because you have this offer here. You have this offer here. Oh my gosh. One's deeply emotional and one's highly practical. Could even be financial, right? But no matter what it is, it's saying it's tangible, it's solid, and it can last for a long, long time. And it's got your heart's desires in it. But like I said, you know what it is because you called it in. You manifested it. But Saturn, no matter what, is anchoring this whole reading, guys, because that's where it's saying we need to stay stable. We need to keep ourselves down to the ground. We need to keep our feet on the ground because this could really take you up in the air because you're going to feel like you're on, you know, cloud 9. And instead of jumping all the way in, it wants you to look at everything right. Okay, let's see. Going straight into the mid-month. Oh, that was gorgeous. 6 of Cups. Could be someone from your past. Could be a past life person. Something that's making you very nostalgic. Knight of Swords coming in reverse. Someone's coming in, they don't like your offer. Someone coming in, they don't like your wish fulfilled. Someone doesn't like you moving forward within the situation. That is it right here. Someone does not like you. You know, now it's saying you can make this leap, but as soon as you make this leap forward with the Fool, someone is trying to hold you back. Someone's going to try to bring in these nostalgic feelings. You know. So somebody definitely here is got some sharp words to say to you, bringing up the past. So from all this excitement that you have in the beginning of the month, this is hitting some kind of major wall of outside resistance, nostalgia, sharp words coming from this person. Could be another air sign. It could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Could be anybody. Could also be from a water sign. It could also be, from a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Because there's some kind of aggressive communication that's coming out. Someone is speaking with ill intent, lashing out with anger, or acting completely irrational when it comes to this, trying to draw you back into the past. Because there's a major transition in the way you were thinking, the way things were, because of this thing you manifested. They definitely don't like this. So you're ready to make some kind of a massive life-altering leap over here, my friends. And it's going to change everything, and you know it because you've manifested this. You wanted this, whether it's new love, and this is a past love who doesn't like your new love. However it is, take it how it is. Because no matter what, it's also bringing on the broadening your horizons, right? The ninth house is like, this is where it's going to be. But this is toxic, right? So this is saying, I'm making this life-altering change at the core of the ninth house, expanding your horizons. But however, someone from your past is absolutely panicking. They hate this new transition. They're using toxic energy, guys. I mean, this is just definitely toxic energy. They're trying to verbally sabotage you, hold you back. They're using guilt, manipulation, harsh, ill-willed words to keep you trapped in the past, thinking, and to stall your growth for whatever reason. Whether this is an ex, or it's somebody who doesn't want you to leave the job and they think that the new job is not going to be good for you, you know, you need to stay here with us, or whatever. Okay? And they want to be the old you. They want to bring the old you back because your expansion threatens their comfort zone. That's all it is. Maybe it's an ex. I feel like for a lot of you, it's an ex. They know you're moving on to this new soulmate. You're moving on with your life, and they know that they're no longer a part of your life, and they're trying their hardest to keep you in this place where you feel stuck. I mean, that's all it is, guys. If you move on, then what's going to happen to me? Maybe you're even moving physically to another city, to another place. Going on with your journey. Ninth house. The end of the month. 10 of Wands. Queen of Coins. Ace of Wands. Chariot, you're saying getting into, here you go. There you are. For a lot of you, it's moving to a new city for a new job. You know, you might even be moving in with your new love. Who knows, right? But this person does not like any of this. Because you have, going into September, the Chariot to the Ace of Pentacles. There's that grounding. There's that, right? The page is saying, I have this news for you. It's a solid area. That's the coin. Moving quick. Everything around you is moving very fast. Yes, it does feel like you're going to be carrying a lot of heavy weight. This person's not helping, though, either, by getting you in your head. There's going to be a lot of things that you need to do by the end of the month that could be feeling like you're just restless. Keep going. But it's okay, because it's wrapping up this heavy release of burdens and returning to this financial stability that you have, or at least that coin, whatever that, right, is going on for you. And this massive spark of inspiration. Things are moving. There's that spark of inspiration, you know, and it's just like you're carrying a heavy load. You're trying to do all these things. You're getting really exhausted. I don't think this person's helping out in this situation, right? They're causing a lot of stress. But I do feel like by the end of the month, you weren't going to have no more stress. It's just going to be done and over with, because you're leaving that exhausted. You're going to be leaving this exhaustion into the Queen of Wands. Feeling better. Because, right, trying to drag that past connection or outdated thinking into your future, you know, this person's got to go. Their words, right? But you're dropping all that baggage. You're choosing your own peace. You're choosing whatever this magician is. You're choosing your new future, which we see over here. Once again, she's holding that coin, and here's that coin. You're saying, I choose my future. Taking on this responsibility, cutting everybody out, and getting inspired and taking on this new, beautiful way forward and charging forward for this new beginning. This is where I want to be. I'm not going to let anybody hold me back. You're definitely in this place of transition, and you know that you want to leap, and you've already left. You just now have to get rid of that. Otherwise, everything's fine. It looks gorgeous. You're going to be charging yourself. You already know you're charging in. Because not only are you using that Aries impulsive charge for the Fool, but now you're going to use this Cancerian energy, some of your own energy to say, no, I'm going to be the fastest, quickest, like lightning speed to get away from this because I know where I'm going, and that's how you get away from that person. Wow. Walking into your own abundance, your own new world, with this place that you've manifested, this place you want to be, into this person's arms, into this new job, into this new life. That is gorgeous. Okay, guys. If you guys need a personal reading, you can always find everything in the description area. And the next reading, guys, will be that Lion's Gate. Okay, and I'll also have the guided meditation in the description area for that. So you just click on that and you can do the guided meditation for those of you who are into that. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.